Welcome to another Prince of Persia video. This time we're covering the Prince of Persia, the Lost Crown, and where to find every single Xerxes coin in the game. I'll show you the location of every coin on the map, plus I'll show you a video and explain how I got those coins. I tried to wait until I had all of my powers unlocked before I went after these coins, and I'm sure there's different ways to acquire each coin. So if you see me get something in the video that doesn't make sense, you probably have to go unlock some new time powers before you can grab it. Now let's get to those coins. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and obey. Before we start hunting all over the map for Xerxes coins, we're gonna head to the Haven here in the lower city, because there's 2 coins we can pick up here. Look for this lady in the Haven and go talk to her. She runs the Magi Emporium. And here you'll be able to buy one of your Xerxes coins for only 200 time crystals. After that, look around the Haven for this spot here. This is the Forge, and here we can buy another one of these Xerxes coins for 200 more time crystals. A handful of the Xerxes coins are gonna be tied up in a quest called the Lost Warriors, which can be started in this room here by the Haven. You start the quest by talking to this guard who's dying on the floor here. He talks about his lost warriors. Each one needs to die in a noble fight, and when you free each one of these, that's a Xerxes coin we can collect. And that brings us to our next Xerxes coin in Lower City. It's located here, but you're not going to be able to pick it up until after you defeat all the lost warriors. And in order to get there, you'll need to have the ability to teleport with your chakram ring. Once you get there, you'll see this guy and be like, "Oh no, I can't fight you, I just can't." But you can, it's really easy. All you have to do is attack him with all your special moves that you've learned. And this Lost Warrior is tough. He can use any move that any of the previous Lost Warriors have used so far. But once you defeat him, not only will he drop a bunch of time crystals, he'll also give you a Xerxes coin. The next Xerxes coin in Lower City can be found underneath the elevator, located in a secret room here. First, you're going to want to slide through this little hole in the wall. Then you're going to want to drop down to the time crystals, and to the left, there's a wall that can be broken open. Behind this wall, you do a little bit of parkour to get your Xerxes coin. The third Xerxes coin in Lower City is going to be in the northwest corner of the map, located in this room above the room with the giant water wheel. Jump up to the top right hand side and you'll find this lovely room full of spikes. Now you'll need to dash and possibly double jump to pick up this coin. And when you're headed back, make sure you're careful with your timing sliding down this wall so you can dash as soon as you get underneath it and jump to safety. We'll find the last Xerxes coin of Lower City located in this big open room with the giant statue. You'll need to wait until you have all your time powers, but when you do, you can come back and go up past the statue's head to pick up the last Xerxes coin in Lower City. For the forest area, the first coin we're going to get is going to be the Lost Warrior coin, which is located in this room here, below the area with the waterfall. You're going to need to use a charged attack to break through the vines to get into the room with the Lost Warrior, and in here you can see he's taking care of some business, so now it's time for us to take care of some business. The Lost Warrior can be a tough fight, but using your special moves, it shouldn't be too difficult to take him out. Once taken down, you'll be able to pick up your Xerxes coin. The second and last coin in the forest is located in the first room you enter in if you're coming from the Lower City. As soon as you enter the forest area, slide down that first wall. You'll see there's a yellow petal you can step on, and then you can double jump over to this pole and pick up a Xerxes coin. Or you could shoot that flower to make another petal if you don't have your double jump ability. Either way, make your way back up to the top to collect the coin. The first coin that we're going to pick up in the Sacred Archive is going to be located down in this corridor here, and it's going to be our Lost Warrior fight. As you enter this room, you're going to notice that the Lost Warrior is not alone. He's hired a couple baddies to help take you down, but that's fine. We're Sargon and we're amazing, so we can take everyone out and collect our Xerxes coin. The only problem you might run into is you're not able to get to this area because you need the key from the prison guard first. In the northern area of the Sacred Archives, in this room here by the elevator, that's where the jailer lives. We'll need to defeat him to get the key to make it to the Lost Warrior. As a heads up though, you can't defeat the jailer until you have the ability to travel in between dimensions, because after he takes a lot of damage, he goes to that other dimension to heal. You need to be able to swap back, pull him out of that dimension to deal more damage to him in order to take him down. That's how you're going to get the Holy Scholarship Key, which will lead to the prison area with the Lost Warrior. Now we'll head to this part of the Sacred Archives here, because located in this room is another Xerxes coin. In this puzzle, you're going to need to drop down and make your way across these platforms. The platforms will either be sticking in or sticking out, depending on whether Sargon is looking left or right. So think about that as you jump from platform to platform. Once you grab the coin, you can start making your way back up, looking the appropriate direction for each platform. If you can't switch dimensions yet, you're going to have to shoot that bell to make that wall go into the other dimension for a minute so you can get past it and then hop your way back up to where you started. Now let's head over to this area of the Sacred Archives, because there's another Xerxes coin hidden right here. For this parkour puzzle, there are no bells that you can ring to make the walls disappear, so you're going to have to wait until after you have the ability to travel in between the two dimensions. At that point, it's just a simple pattern of wall jumping and swapping dimensions back and forth so you can gain a little height and then make your way to the next area until you get all the way back to solid ground and collect your Xerxes coin. And in this corner of the Sacred Archives, behind a hidden wall, you'll find another Xerxes coin in this room. Look for the room that's got this guy with the orange shield that's protecting everybody else. It's this room that has the hidden wall. Stand on the platform here and shoot a couple arrows to reveal it. When you get inside, all these blocks are going to try to smash you real quick. You have to hurry and pick up your coin, make your way to the other side of the room so the blocks reset, and then make your way back out to collect the coin. Now let's head to the northern tip of the Sacred Archives, because this is where the last two Xerxes coins are. This coin was difficult for me to get and definitely took a couple attempts, but what helped me out was thinking about certain points where I had to have a double jump available. Then I kept running it and finding different paths, like this here. Had to be able to double jump right there, or I could not advance any further in this thing. So keep running it and think about these key areas where you need double jumps. Like here's another one. Once I get the coin, I have to be able to double jump there. If I couldn't double jump there, I wouldn't have been able to make my way back. So think about that. When you're making your way out of here and get through these dimensional walls, the only thing I could figure out was to slide against this wall so that once again I could have a double jump here and safely make it to land to collect my Xerxes coin. And we're gonna head right back to the same area because there's another Xerxes coin if you head to this room. To get this Xerxes coin, we're gonna head all the way to the right instead of heading up and to the right. And the technique we need for this one is this. Slide down the wall, dash underneath, and then use your double jump to grab the other side of the wall. We'll do it again here. Slide down, dash, double jump back. Slide down, dash, double jump back. Great, piece of cake, right? Now you just need to slide over, pick up your Xerxes coin, and make your way back with the same technique. Slide down, dash, double jump back. Piece of cake, right? And on this final wall, we slide down, dash under, double back. Now you're going to need to make it back to the beginning. So I would jump back and use your sash to grab the little handle up above. Now we have enough room to make it over to that wall we used last time to slide down, dash, double jump back. Now you can land on the ground and collect your Xerxes coin. In the upper city, we're going to head to this area here, left of the elevator, because that's our first Xerxes coin, which of course is going to be the Lost Warrior fight. It's going to be nighttime when you get to this part, and you're going to drop down below this chandelier. Then a force field will trap you in to fight the Lost Warrior. This Lost Warrior is tough, plus he brought a couple friends to make things more difficult. But once you defeat him, he'll drop a Xerxes coin, and we can move on to the next one. Head left from the Lost Warrior fight through this door, and make your way up into this room where we'll find our next Xerxes coin. When you get up into the room, you're going to see this gauntlet of saw blades. Some of the saw blades can phase in and out of reality as you swap back and forth from dimensions. Just be careful that you've made it all the way through the saw blades before you swap dimensions, and when you get to this point, head to the right, jump straight up, there's a Xerxes coin you can get. Now head back to the left and finish the gauntlet, and when you jump to the ledge, you'll collect your Xerxes coin for this area. For the third Xerxes coin, we're headed to this unique room here that has a bunch of stone pillars wrapped in spikes on chains. Also, no need to attempt this room if you haven't gotten the dash ability and the double jump ability, because I really can't see another way to get to this Xerxes coin. Once you get to the Xerxes coin, make sure you make your way back quickly so you can collect the coin instead of making your way through the gauntlet. Down in the bottom left hand corner of the upper city, in this big room, we'll find the last Xerxes coin at the top of this tiny room. For this last coin, we're going to need our Frisbee of Justice, and you're going to have to be able to teleport to it. If you're having trouble with the timing and hitting that tiny little room, I suggest throwing your Frisbee and then waiting till it's on its way back to teleport to it to pick up your Xerxes coin. The first Xerxes coin we're picking up in the depths is located above this walk tree in this room here. To get into the room, you're going to need to pull on this lever above the walk tree to make the grate open so we can wall jump our way up into the room. Here we'll fight the Lost Warrior, who is very good with his ranged attacks, so I would suggest having this fight in close quarters combat. Once you defeat him, he'll drop a Xerxes coin and we can move on to the next one. The next Xerxes coin is all the way over here, located in this room deep in the catacombs. It's going to be dark in here, so make sure you bring a little nightlight with you, but you guessed it, it's another Lost Warrior fight. I found this Lost Warrior wasn't nearly as difficult as the last one. Take him down, pick up the Xerxes coin, and we'll move on to the next one. Down in this corner of the depths, located in this room here, we'll find another Xerxes coin. In this room, you're going to need to have your dash ability so you can dash back and forth in between these spike wheels. You're also going to need to slide down these hooks and dash to the next one. You don't have to grab every hook, you just have to get this final one here, because hanging on this one is going to lower all the acid levels. Then we can jump to these poles and over the spikes to pick up our Xerxes coin, but we don't get to collect it until we can lower the acid levels even further. So head all the way to the wall to the left, there's another lever you can hang on to. Hanging on to this lowers those acid levels and pushes those spikes back into the wall. So now you can easily travel the poles back to the other side of the room and land safely on the ground where there's no acid now to collect your Xerxes coin. If you're enjoying the spike wheels, don't worry, located in this room here right next to the elevator we'll find some more. Plus the whole room is full of conveyor belts and that's really fun. Ride this conveyor belt down below those spikes, that's where we find the Xerxes coin. I was going back and forth here because I wasn't sure how I was going to get out of here, but it turns out you can just jump straight up the conveyor belt to get to the ledge and collect your Xerxes coin. Now let's head to this room up here above the elevators to find our next Xerxes coin. That's right, you guessed it, it's more spike wheels. This one's a bit easier though. All you have to do is jump past the spike wheels, slide down the wall, and then jump back over spike wheels and acid pit. Then you just wall jump over the spike wheel to pick up the coin. The next coin is going to be located above this triangle shaped area here. In this room, you're going to have to slide down the waterfall sides to pick up the Xerxes coin, and then you have the option of going either left or right. Either way, when you get to the end, look for a lever or a switch. Hit that to make one of the spikes disappear so you can go below and slide down to a solid platform and collect your coin. Now let's head all the way to the left side of the depths. It's in the corner of this room here we'll find our next coin. To pick up this coin, I waited till I had the double jump ability. That way when I picked up the coin, I could double jump back to the ledge I started on so I wouldn't have to go through the gauntlet below. And the last coin for the depths we're covering is going to be located in the room just below that one. Haha, just kidding, you gotta go through that gauntlet anyways. It's not too bad, you just slide down and make sure you dash to avoid the acid pools and of course the spike wheels. And when you get to this area where the ledges are falling out, you circle back around to pick up the Xerxes coin. Then go back up the way you started and keep going past the coin. There's a lever above you. When you hit this lever, two of the spike wheels will go back in the wall and you can safely go down in between and land on the ground to collect your coin. Now for the Bog of Eternal Stench, the Pit of Eternal Sands. In this room here, by the first walk tree, we'll find a Xerxes coin. Look for this area here full of bad guys and then jump up over this ledge to find the Lost Warrior. This fight was easiest for me when I stood close to the warrior and slid underneath his attacks, then turned around to counterattack. For the next Xerxes coin, we're gonna look for this room here. There's a coin located in this spot. New to the Pit of Eternal Sands are these giant snake pillars, and they will absolutely crush and kill you if you get in their way. They'll come out of the wall in one spot and slam into the wall in another. And where they slam into the wall, they leave a little mark. Learn to look for these marks and you'll get a heads up that there's a snake pillar. One of these marks is underneath Sargon, so we knew a pillar was coming from this direction. Here when we jump off the ledge, we'll see a damaged spot in front of us, knowing there's a snake pillar coming from behind. There's another damaged spot on the ground, so when the snake pillar comes down, we can use that as a ladder to get up to the next area. Now that we're done with the giant snake pillars, we'll move on to giant centipedes that break open these crystal formations so we can make our way to each platform. The platforms fall apart and the crystals will reform, so you do have to hurry a little bit. Make your way past all the centipedes. You might have to use a timestamp to get past this one, because on the far end of the room is another Xerxes coin. Now we'll head to this spot in the Pit of Eternal Sands. The next Xerxes coin is located right here. Boy, that last room with all the breakable platforms was really fun, right? Great, you're gonna love this room because the whole place is breakable platforms, and all around those are deadly red spikes that'll kill you instantly. But think about this, they put the platforms where they want you to jump. They're showing you the way to get across. When you get to the sand waterfall, or the waterfall of sand, or the sandfall, ride it up and across a few more platforms to pick up a Xerxes coin before we continue. Now we'll go check out this side of the Pit of Eternal Sands, because in this room there's a coin hidden by all these spikes. When you enter this room and see the giant centipede, you're going to want to follow him, but not that one, this one, the one that's headed down. He's going to pass the Xerxes coin. Just dash over to the side, and when you get to this spot, slide against the wall to kind of get your footing and be ready for the next part. Dash back into the sandfall, then follow that centipede up until you get back to the first centipede. Now we'll follow him down to this area to collect our coin. We're not done yet though, because right around the corner there's another Xerxes coin located here. This one is a little bit easier to get. Follow the centipede boy here, but not through that crystal. Instead, dash your way through these sandfalls, then jump out of the sandfall to dash back in. That's how we pick up the coin. Now you just have to make your way back without touching any of the red spikes, or Mr. Giant Centipede here, still watch out for him. Go back to the ledge we started on and you'll collect your Xerxes coin. There's another coin in this upper area here, located by the Walk tree. We'll be coming through this way to pick it up. If you've gotten the other coins, this one should be easy. You're going to jump up this sandfall. There's some crystals if you keep going up that one. Then carefully dash over this crystal, slide down this wall, dash your way back to slide down that other wall, and the Xerxes coin will be right there for you. Now you just have to land without dying. Now head up to this upper corner of the Pit of Eternal Sands. We've got a Xerxes coin right here behind a difficult parkour puzzle. That's right, you've won more snake pillars, and as an added bonus, we're going to throw in a bunch of these breakable platforms. Make your way up the platforms, and if you can shoot an energy beam with your sword, that's a good place to use it, but it's not a necessity. Then slide down the walls, slide down this wall, and watch out for this snake pillar. You're going to have to follow it back in as it resets. Go underneath the next snake pillar, not on top of it, then make your way across the breakable platforms, dashing in between the red crystals, being very careful not to touch anything. Now you'll need to double jump up the platforms, double jump off the wall, double jump again to get the coin, and luckily there's a platform here so you can collect the coin. You ain't done with this room, get back up in there, son. We got another Xerxes coin right here. Well, at least this next part won't have any snake pillars or breakable platforms. I'm just kidding, it's all that stuff again. Make a timestamp right here. That way you can teleport above the snake pillar. Jump over these crystals and just fall down, avoiding the snake pillar and dashing at the last minute. Then you can double jump up to this wall, and there's our Xerxes coin. Double jump and dash across, then dash underneath this ledge, and make your way to a spot where it's just ground so you can collect the coin. For the Sunken Harbor, we're first headed down to this spiky room of spikiness. In the middle of this room, we can find another Xerxes coin. Make sure you bring your magic frisbee and plug it into the slot here, and then as the platform makes its way across, you can parkour your way back and forth across these wooden platforms to get the Xerxes coin. Then head back down to that platform you were on. But that doesn't count as solid ground to collect the coin. So pull your magic frisbee back to make the platform go back to the solid ground, and when you stand on it, you'll collect the coin. Now it's time to head to the big pirate ship in the middle of the Sunken Harbor so we can talk to the captain. Head inside and talk to the captain. When you see his scarred eye and hear his tragic backstory about how he used to have a hook for a hand, but one night in his sleep he rolled over and scratched his eye with the hook, and then he could no longer see, so he had to have the hook removed, and then he had to get a seeing eye parrot to help him go everywhere. Well, he lost his parrot, so you have to go find the parrot across all this parkour puzzle, grab the parrot and have it follow you back so you can give it to the captain so he can finally see again. Well, he can't actually see again. That's not how it works with seeing eye parrots, but give him back the parrot and he will reward you with the next Xerxes coin. For the last coin in the Sunken Harbor, head up to this area. There's a Xerxes coin hidden here in the bottom of the room. And this coin is perfect if you were missing all those spike traps from earlier. Just wait for the spike log to move, jump down behind it recklessly, and dash at the last minute to get the coin, right? Okay, we'll watch it again slower. In fact, I don't know why I jumped in after it so recklessly. I mean, there's gotta be an easier way to get this coin, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm depressed. Grab your coin and we'll head to the next area. In this area of the Soma tree, which is really just the other end of the forest, we can find a hidden Xerxes coin in this room. This one's easy. You just go up the wall, slide under the grate, jump over the petals, and then dash your way over to the wall. Then you can wall jump up to collect your coin, watch out for those purple spikes, and then make your way back across. When you get to that second flower petal, don't forget to dash under the grate to collect your coin. The second coin in the Soma tree area is located by the entrance to the Tower of Silence. You'll know that you're close because the mountains in the background are going to have snow on them. Then you can just wall jump and dash, or double jump to pick up the last Xerxes coin. There's also a Xerxes coin located back on Old Royal Road. Now you won't be able to come back to this area until you have the pocket dimension ability, but once you do, head to the tall tower in the middle and jump off of it to the left. When you land, you'll be face to face with another lost warrior. And this is going to be the only Xerxes coin on Old Royal Road. This lost warrior, if he hits you with his electric attack, you won't be able to use your abilities, so watch out. In the Raging Sea, we'll find our first Xerxes coin right here by the elevator. And I do have to say that this Raging Sea area, visually, was my favorite part of the game. It looks amazing. There's a Xerxes coin in the beginning. To get it, you're gonna need to use your magic frisbee. Throw it up in the air, and when it's at the peak of its height, teleport up to it to grab the coin, land to safety, and collect it. There's another coin in the Raging Sea located up here above where you get the map from Farah. To collect the coin in this area, you're gonna wanna look for where the wall is burning and where the wall is not burning, because you'll be just fine as long as you don't touch any of the orange parts of the wall. You will definitely have to double jump to get through this, and when you grab the coin, you can fall straight down to collect it. We'll head to the far east side of the map to pick up our first Xerxes coin, located in this room here. Use your sash to make your way across the room until you get to what looks like an old broken down Colosseum, which is fitting because this is the Lost Warrior fight. Take him out, pick up the Xerxes coin, and we'll move on. In this larger room here, located by the entrance to the Tower of Silence, there's a Xerxes coin up in this corner. This time, we'll make our way across the room by jumping on different platforms. The platforms without spikes instantly have spikes as soon as you touch them. The spikes won't kill you, but they will hurt you. Once you grab this Xerxes coin, just fall down, hope you land on a platform, and then make your way back to where you started to collect the coin. In this same room that we're in now, there's also a Xerxes coin located down here, but you'll need to get into the room from this way. And when we pick up that last Xerxes coin, you don't have to go to the left. You could also go to the right like this. When you get to this area, drop down to the bottom. There's a breakable wall, so smash it open and head inside. This is where we're going to find the next Xerxes coin. You're going to need to use your magic frisbee, toss it to the other side of the room, and teleport to it to get to that coin. Then you can double jump and use your sash to get back to solid ground and collect it. Now we're going to head to this room here. It's located below where we had that Lost Warrior fight, and there's a Xerxes coin here. For this part of the room, you have to double jump off these platforms that have all the spears that come out of them. Then you use your sash off this thing to get onto the ledge. From the ledge, you hit the platform, dash before you hit the spikes below, and then double jump back up to the next platform to reset your dash and double jump ability. Down here, we pick up the coin and make our way back to the beginning. You have to keep hitting these platforms, and luckily the spears don't kill you, they just take damage, because I could not figure out how to do this without taking a little damage. When you get back to the ledge, you can collect your coin. Now let's head to the other end of the map, because located in this room, there's another Xerxes coin right here. I start this one off with the magic frisbee so I can teleport to the coin and still have my double jump available. Then I can dash to here, double jump to the wall, that'll reset my dash again, double jump and dash to this wall. Rinse and repeat to get to the next wall with your dash and your double jump. This time you want to use your sash, that'll reset your dash and double jump so you can make it to this wall over here. We just have to make our way back to the beginning platform now, so dash through this area after touching the wall and land safely to collect your coin. And that, my friends, is how we collected every single Xerxes coin in the Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown video game. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and obey.